Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to be doing is just showing or giving my opinion on just a video that Vocab Malone put up. I think it was a few weeks ago, as of this moment. And so here he is on his channel. You see, he's called it IUIC persecuting. And now, what I'm going to show you is that what really is happening is that Vocab just doesn't like IUIC, and I think the main reason it doesn't like them is because they're successful. So here we have been talking about Captain Tazariak. Now, Tazariak, he's successful as well. So any one of the Hebrew Israelites who is against his doctrine and calls this Sunday Christian Paul Keating doctrine false, their Vocab doesn't like them either, because, you know, these Sunday Christians, you know how they like their pork. And so anyone who's exposing them, of course, they're going to have to be against them. And so this is the video, and so this is the video. So what I'm just having to do is just reload it, because there's a reason why it's like this. And we'll be getting into that later. So this is the video itself, and what actually happened is that I can show you the thumbnails, because the reason why I have to do it this way is because this is another thing I've noticed of late, is that YouTube or Google have started to block people who they don't like. And essentially, if you don't use YouTube in a way that they want you to, then they will just block you. And you'll see what I mean, because I want to show you what's going to happen. So in this video, let's just go through some of the thumbnails. You see he's talking about IUIC, explaining. You see it says there, we were stoned by Africans for saying Christ is black. So, you know, they're saying what they're saying, but anyone can. You have all kinds of groups going around the world saying crazy things, and, you know, they can if they want to. You know, it might be, you know, it might not be a good thing to do, but they can say it if they want, because everyone else is free to sort of say what they want in certain countries. And what happens is there's a part in this film, in this video, where he shows where IUIC gets attacked, and what exactly is happening is that he's now in this part he's talking about the persecution in Africa, and he's trying to say that there are Africans getting murdered by Muslims, and so he's trying to say that IUIC didn't get murdered. So yes, so here we got Al-Shabaab executing 2 Christians, and this is something which has been happening for years in Africa. So this is just normal for a lot of African people. So this is nothing special that he's telling us about. But here's the interesting part, is that he's telling you about all these Christians getting murdered, which is normal for Africa. And now we have the part where he gets to IUIC. And when it comes to this part, all I can advise you, all I can advise you is that because of the sort of blocking from Google, I'm going to show you what happens. Because my IP might have been censored or it might not. But what's going to happen, this is the part where they're going to get attacked. And I'm just trying to, here we go. So this is where they're under attack as they're trying to retreat. And I think, that's where the tear gas drops. So if I try to click on this part, let's see what happens. It's either it's going to let me have it, or it's going to come up with an error. So we're going to see what it does. Well, usually when it takes a long time, it's going to come up with an error. Because, alright, so there you go. Something went wrong. Now this, you'll find, is a normal thing from YouTube. So here is like the network traffic from Chrome, and I don't think, I think it was being a bit clever. So I don't think it was showing the I think the JavaScript was trying to be clever, because what happened is what essentially happens is when if Google doesn't like you, what they will do, the actual video server will just block you, and then when it blocks you, you get this message, and it says something went wrong. What went wrong is you got blocked by the video server, because what Google do is that if if you stream, because in order to get to this part of the video, it has to scan the file to this here. And if the Google video server detects you doing that, it thinks you're downloading the file, and so then it blocks you. And once you get this message, you essentially can't do anything. And so what I was just going to say is that if you want to see what happened and you have a premium account, then you should be okay, because YouTube Premium, the expensive edition, lets you download videos. And as long as you're not signed in with a premium account, it should let you actually, get to this part of the video so you can watch it. But the alternative is, if you are, one of those ones who Google hates, then you can actually just go to Rumble. And now with Rumble, this is actually a video showing the same incident. And if you go through, you actually, here we go. So this is the same thing that's happening. Alright, so let's get to this tear gas part. So you notice, Rumble lets me actually get to it. And let's play it. Yeah, so they're actually throwing, see that tear gas, man, that is, man. They're throwing tear gas at them, and look at them running. But anyway, so what I was just trying to show you is that, so I'll give you the link to this video if you want to actually see like what happened properly, because the thing about Vocabs one, he jumps around too much. And here's what the main thing I was trying to say. The video isn't mainly about Google blocking you, from their servers, or about Vocab, what he says about IUIC. What I really want to show is that in this video, Vocab, he's going showing all these parts about Africans being persecuted. Yes, he started with it as well. Now you might think that, okay, so Vocab, he must like Africans then, since he's on their side. He wants to show how they're getting persecuted. And well, if that's the case, then that means if we go to his channel, if we look down, and just to save time, I'm going to shrink it down, because the reason why I zoom in is just to stop all the YouTube nonsense from showing up. If I shrink it down so we can see more of it, yeah, that's better. So now what we're doing, because this just saves time, we're going to scroll through this, and we're going to see if there's any videos he does, or that's live. Alright, so let's do live streams first. We're going to try and find a live stream where he's talking nice about Africans. Alright, IUIC, yeah, hater, smoke, blah blah, was he? So I might miss something, but you just look carefully at the as it scrolls by, and see if you can find something where you're going to talk about Africans. And I think, alright, let's say 2 years maximum, because if you like Africans, you can at least have talked about them within the last 2 years. So we see the usual questions, abolition of white supremacy, he loves that. CN, blah blah blah. See, he's just talking about various random things and some Hebrew Israelites. And so I'm going to scroll down, Israelite, yeah, we know about that. So remember, we're going to see if Vocab loves Africans. So does he really care about the persecution in Africa? Because you think that within 2 years, he'd have had at least like one video about the persecution in Africa, isn't it? Let's see. Because now suddenly, just because IUIC are in Africa and they were attacked and are saying they got persecuted, now suddenly Vocab wants to say Africans are getting persecuted. Really? Then at least do a video or two about them getting persecuted, you know what I mean? Or here's the thing, since I don't even really do videos about Africans getting persecuted, at the very least talk to them. Because I was talking to some Africans about that. And I've got the videos of it as well. And that's the best part. But you think you're going to find... Alright, we got to 2 years. I still ain't seen no Africans unless I missed something. Alright, since we haven't been here long, let's do 4 years maximum, just to be, since at least that's just after the pandemic. So obviously 4 years ago they'd have been a bit slow coming out with videos. So like I say, I might have missed some Africans as I'm scrolling down. So you just tell me if I have, because I can't see any showing up here. So that's 2 years. I've seen lots of random stuff, you know. It seems like he's all over the place, you know, talking about different random things, but he still doesn't seem to be talking about anything like really that serious. Yeah, he talks about cults, Hebrew Israelite, Hebrew dialogue, So you can see he talks about a lot of different things, and sometimes it's a bit confusing because you don't know which subject each video is about. And so as soon as we see 4 years, we're out of here, because I don't want to waste too much time. But you notice as I'm scrolling down, YouTube isn't blocking me from getting the thumbnails, because it's just the video. That's what that's what Google hate. If you download a video, man, they'll block you, because they don't want you to get their precious videos, even though the videos aren't theirs in the first place. Alright, so 4 years, alright, so I'm going to give up here. I couldn't see any Africans there. That's in his live streams. Let's go to videos. So remember, we're looking for something to do with persecuting Africa. Okay, look, IUIC. So now, notice IUIC is in Africa. So suddenly, Vocab cares about Africans. This is amazing. And so that's one video, South African Christian with Bishop Nathaniel. Okay. So that's one about Africans. But I think, yeah, this was a while ago. So I think this is already before he knew about. And you need to understand is that IUIC have been in Africa for quite a long time. And Vocab was just ignoring them. And that could be because he didn't want to promote the fact that they were doing it. But now suddenly they're saying they got persecuted. Now this is why Vocab had to wake up. Alright, so we're going to scroll. I'm just looking. I'm just going to waste my time scrolling down, trying to find something about Africans. Because remember, there's one video at the top about Africans, because suddenly Vocab is such a nice guy and actually cares about them. It's getting a bit slow now, but I don't think I'm getting blocked here. Because as long as you're just getting, as long as you're just getting thumbnails, YouTube's fine. Or Google is fine. The minute you touch that video, the precious video, then they block you. Okay, 7 months. Let's do this 2 years, because he does a lot of videos and it will just take too long to scroll through this. And the thing is, all these members only, they weren't members only before. Now suddenly they're members only. It's amazing, isn't it? So remember, we're still looking for these Africans. So that's 1 year. I still can't find any. So it's still 1 year, but yeah, I'm getting a bit bored because it's got a lot of videos. So once it hits 2 years, you're going to give up, because I think it's safe to say he's not interested in Africa. Why should he? Because it's people with dark skins in Africa, so Vocab's got no reason to care. Of course, he's going to care about Israelites in his country, because guess what? It's people with dark skins who are in his country, so of course he's going to care about that. For sure, because especially if they dare to say that these Sunday pork eaters are false, because that's something that you're not supposed to tell them. Alright, 2 years. So I'm getting bored. So if you wanna go and find him being nice about Africans on any of his videos, you can go and scroll for like 10 years. And I suppose the easiest way is, let's just go to search and just do a search for Africa. Let's see what happens. Okay, how many? 3 days ago. Okay, yeah, we go. Your playlist. That's 1 year ago. Gospel Africa. 2 years ago. 7 days. Well, that must be a short. Okay, 3 years ago. 5 years ago. Okay, so he's got some things I mentioned Africa. I'm still waiting for one for persecution, but I don't think you're gonna. Why? Because remember, he doesn't actually care about the persecution in Africa. So why should he do a program about it? So all I could say is, since it's obvious he doesn't care about persecution in Africa, then you shouldn't talk about it. It's simple. So, alright, so that's, should we keep going? I don't know. But as you can see, so this is how Vocab is. If some Israelites went to Africa, get persecuted, then suddenly Vocab cares. If the Israelites went to Africa, didn't get persecuted, then Vocab would just keep on saying bad stuff about them and ignore anything good they might be doing. So now, to finish off, I'm just going to show on my channel, or one of my channels, that I've got some videos, and let's see if when's the last time I talked to an African. Let's find out. Now he's Jamaican. Because I admit it's probably more than a year ago, because some of them have left. Well, he's African anyway, but oh yeah, here we go. Here's my first man. So this man, he's African. He's been coming here a few years. So 10 months. So I had a long conversation, 36 minutes with him. And okay, where's the next African? Yeah, because I haven't been talking as recently with people as I have before. But he's American. There's well, he's African. Yeah, because that's Lamin. Okay, yeah, my man, he's African, but he's from Portugal. And let's see, he's Caribbean. Let's see, where's spoken to some more Africans. He's African, yeah. I can't remember what country he's from though. I think one of the north, might be, no, not Congo. Can't remember. And let's see. Yeah, so these two, both of them are African. One's Nigerian, the other one I can't remember what country he's from. My man's African, but I'm not talking to him. Sorry, I don't mean that, but what I mean is I'm not speaking to him directly. He's from Caribbean, yeah. And it's Lamin again, so he's African. And he's Indian. Yeah, he's African. Is he? Yeah, I remember his voice. So it's another African. So as you can see, I actually speak to them right in front of their faces. So, and this is like going back years. That's the thing. So for me, not speaking to Africans doesn't make sense. And yes, I know about the persecutions, because the reason why I'm still going is because I want to show you one where, yes, that's East African, that's Lamin again, where we're actually talking about persecution. Okay, yeah, so this is the guy again, so he's African, same guy I spoke to before. Yeah, there's Dawood, so he's African. So as you can see, I'm talking to them regular, Lamin African again. Yeah, some of them are repeats, but like I say, the repeats, there's Lamin again, so it's African, you know, it's the same guy, but this is the thing, I'm actually talking to them. Alright, yeah, here we go. So this is, I'm talking to Victor here, who's an African, and guess what, we're talking about what the Muslims are doing in Kaduna State, and that's, I think it's actually on the thumbnail, if I remember correctly. So in this video, we actually talk about, I'm talking to an African about persecution in Africa. So now, so I'm talking with Victor, and so he's African, and we get interrupted by another African guy who's here. He's Nigerian. I want to show you. See, we're talking about what's happening in, you know, all the different murders happening in. Yeah, so now check this out. Oh yeah, I forgot I'm on YouTube, so they're going to block me, aren't they? Yeah, so this is, yeah, it's just going to, because I'm on Google's hate list, so I'm going to get, it's not going to retrieve the video. Yeah, something went wrong. So what I'm just trying to show you is that in this particular video, I'm talking to Victor about how Africans are being persecuted by Muslims. So I've actually had this conversation with people, and that's the thing about it, is that I've done it. We talked about it. You know, I've talked to different Africans, talked about persecution with him, then mainly it was about persecution, but I've mentioned it to other Africans as well. So we talk about it. I talk to Africans, we talk about persecution, talk about the Bible to Africans. So the thing about it is that when you have Vocab up here saying that, or making it seem as if suddenly he cares about Africans, it's just a waste of time, man. You have to actually have been talking to Africans for years for you to actually care. This is what Vocab doesn't get. No, if you've been talking to Muslims for years, Africans for years, then that means you obviously must care. But just to talk to some Africans just because you don't like IUIC, that's just a waste of time. But this is just something I wanted to show you, that this is what Vocab's like, and so don't get too caught up in the way he's against the Israelites, because they say something's wrong, but they also help the community out in various ways as well.